Exmoor, a chilly dawn in early summer. A pair of buzzards circle over the waking world. Their nest is high in a beech tree, 70 feet from the ground. Mordicus, the youngest of 3 chicks and the only male. At 2 days old, he's the smallest and the least likely to survive. The female arrives with food. She carefully tears the prey, offering only the smallest of pieces. Throughout these early days, each feed is a long, painstaking affair. The older chicks impose their superior weight and strength over Mordicus. But their mother never intervenes. The chicks settle down to sleep. Two weeks later, the older chicks are able to swallow small prey whole. But Mordicus cannot, and he's left hungry much of the time. Once she's fed the chicks, the female perches in a nearby tree and keeps a wary eye on the nest while her mate hunts for the next meal. The male will never feed the young himself. He passes the prey to the female, and she brings it to the nest. This year, food is plentiful, and so Mordicus is surviving against the odds, though he has to beg longer and harder than his sisters. The days pass, and Mordicus holds on to life with great tenacity. Somehow he manages to scratch a living from the leftovers. The older chicks have few problems, except when they try to swallow prey the wrong way round. Every day, the battle to survive is fought in the nest. The beechwoods are transfixed by heat, but right at the top, in the translucent leafy shade, the nest is cool and airy. The elder chicks are growing quickly, but Mordicus still suffers from his bad start. Just under a month has passed since the first chicks hatched, and their feathers are already beginning to push through the down. They look scruffy and uncomfortable. Both parents are now hunting for the family. Fortunately, there's no shortage of prey, and Mordicus is at last strong enough to grab more food for himself. But he can't win every time. A week later, the two bigger chicks begin exercising their wings. Their flight feathers are developing fast. Mordicus can only stay in the nest and watch. A strong wind plays through the trees. The woods begin to rock. Mordicus made a mistake. He left the safety of the nest and made an unbalanced attempt to exercise. The wind caught him, and he tumbled to the ground, 70 feet below. Unharmed, but disorientated, he's hopped and flapped a little way to the edge of the wood and found shelter in an old cardboard box. He's stranded and very vulnerable. The parent birds watch over him anxiously. They won't desert him, but it will be difficult and dangerous for them to feed him on the ground. The process of growth continues while life lasts, in the nest or out of it. At least the food brought to him now is his own. No more unequal battles with his sisters. He needn't gulp them all, but the habits of the nest persist. The other chicks are about to leave. The wind is right. Flight is just a gust away. A threatening visitor for Mordicus. A young crow is intrigued by the bird in the box. It might have been dangerous a week ago. But Mordicus's beak and talons are powerful now. His parents will dive to his rescue if necessary. Within a few days, Mordicus is strong enough to tear his own prey. And on his own, he's learned to feed more slowly. Later that day, an empty nest. The older chicks have flown. Earthbound, Mordicus has no height and far less wind in which to exercise. He's a week behind in growth and in experience. He works savagely to become airborne. One morning, he wanders further than usual into the summer pasture. The female calls to him. He's uncertain and afraid. He is exposed. He must fly. Throughout the day, he enjoys his newfound freedom. Tonight, he will sleep safe, up among the branches. With morning comes a light breeze. The warm air under his wings takes him above the treetops, high over the fields. Without effort, he turns, rises, feels for lift. The moor is alive with rabbits. Sitting in a tree, Mordicus watches them. So does his mother from a favorite hunting perch. She and her mate still have to find most of the food for the 3 chicks. Mordicus makes a clumsy attempt to share her perch. To make things worse, he glides on and lands beside the warren. But the rabbits take no notice of him. And when he hobbles at them, they simply disappear into the ground. He's totally baffled. It will be a hungry process, acquiring his hunting techniques. As the summer passes, Mordicus begins to fend for himself. He learns to take advantage of different phases in the farming year. A freshly cut field is rich with insects and worms. After a shoot, a forgotten wood pigeon. An easy feast, but he approaches very cautiously. Carrion will now become part of his staple diet. He soon learns that other creatures count him dangerous. Crows mob and pester him relentlessly to drive him from their territories. Curiosity is the key to experience. Anything that moves must be investigated, tasted. It isn't all good. Each day that passes seems to bring a new lesson. He isn't expecting the height of the corn. He finds himself swallowed up, and takeoff is hindered. A miscalculation. It won't be repeated. Wind-blown seeds have tempted a squirrel dangerously far from the edge of the wood. The squirrel escapes with ease. Mordicus must learn to combine speed with cunning. The instinct to hunt is relentless. The hardest lesson of all is to harness his own power with the precision needed for a kill. mantled over his prey, bent at last to feast. Summer turns gently into autumn, green to gold on the breath of a cooler wind. A pond where cattle come to drink. Summer has dwindled the water until the eels are forced to migrate. Mordicus comes to roost on the broken willow. As the sun dips and the air cools, the eels writhe from the muddy shallows to cross the land in search of deeper water. Stumps or posts make ideal lookout positions, and a buzzard will return again and again to one well placed in good hunting terrain. A favourite perch for Mordicus. But a gamekeeper has been watching it, and his father taught him that buzzards will kill young game birds. He knows how to deal with such unwelcome visitors. At this time of year, the earth warms slowly, and lift from hot air is harder to find. Long flights are tiring. Hunting from perches has to suffice. The pole trap bit, but didn't kill at once. Seized by the leg, his long struggle for freedom was wasted. Life drained little by little from the hanging bird. Mordicus comes here every day to warm his feathers in the morning sun. The dead buzzard was young too, an intruder searching for a niche, his own place. Mordicus flies long and hard, beating his way steadily across new territories, over unexplored places. He comes to rest at last in a marshy spot and waits for food to show itself. The frogs are safe enough, so long as they don't move. He flies on, mile after mile. Every day he has to adapt to new places, new situations. He has no instinct yet to settle in a territory of his own. He feeds where he can, and he's always alone. He will live this way for many months, shunned by all creatures, even his own kind. He will endure 2 years of solitude, 2 bitter Exmoor winters. In the spring of his 3rd year, Mordicus is fully mature. The weaker creatures that die in the cold make food for the survivors. A large female buzzard tears greedily at a carcass. Mordicus has had no hunting all morning. He spots the clamour of birds and glides down. At first, he keeps his distance. He moves toward the female, begging with lowered head. He is accepted. They feed together. When the female has eaten enough, she moves away, leaving Mordicus to devour what is left. A late spring snowfall underlines the country with silver, catches against the hills and walls. The bleak calls of buzzards pierce the air. Mordicus and the female begin to haunt the same territory, hunt the same fields. They are inexperienced, but a subtle bond is gradually forming between them. His chosen wood. It's been used before by buzzards, but they moved on long ago. In the distance, two buzzards. His mate, followed by another male. Mordicus flies to intercept. His mate and his territory are in jeopardy. He will have to fight to keep them. The other male is older, more experienced. He's fought before. It's the female that decides the outcome of the battle. As Mordicus turns to attack, she joins him. Together, they will force the intruder to flee. The battle won, Mordicus dips into a spectacular display, proclaiming his rights to his territory and his mate. Several days, Mordicus and his mate fly together, climbing, dipping, joining in aerial dances, while the relationship strengthens and grows between them. The nesting wood is small, but lofty, and far from all disturbance. But Mordicus still has to persuade his mate that it's suitable. These displays manifest a bond that will keep them together for this summer, and perhaps for the rest of their lives. Mordicus always ends the airplay by flying to the copse. He enters and calls to the female, coaxing her to join him. At last, she follows him amid the branches. His choice of nesting place is accepted. Now, whenever they return to their wood, their flight is complicated and spectacular, a proclamation of their claim to this place. Here they will nest, and here they will rear their family. Now, the female stays close to Mordicus. During the coming weeks, the two of them will survey and refurbish several disused nests that might be suitable. Their behavior is guided by instinct, not experience. Fresh green sprigs are plucked from the boughs of nearby trees to line the nests. The female is becoming heavy with eggs. She flies only when necessary. It's she who makes the final choice of nest. Now, Mordicus must hunt for her as well as himself. She's brooding eggs, unable to leave the nest for any length of time. To some people, anything that flies or runs is a target. Mordicus is hit. Several of the main flight feathers have been lost. He can still fly, but he must adjust to a weaker wing, learn to balance and maneuver all over again. The ubiquitous crow is quick to see his advantage. Confused and shaken, Mordicus descends to shelter. It will be hard now for him to feed a family. Mordicus learns to adjust to his injury. The female broods tight. He brings her all her food. A warm spring, a rush of new life, a time of beginning. The eggs hatch. Two chicks, strong and well matched. There will be no unequal squabbles for food between them. No hunger cries disturb this nest. To allow for his damaged wing, Mordicus hunts every day from dawn until dusk. His family thrives. The female leaves the nest for short periods now, but she doesn't go far. Sometimes she returns with food. Sometimes she brings fresh green sprays to refurbish the nest. The chicks can now feed themselves on any small prey that's brought to them, leaving the female free to join Mordicus in the hunt. She was always a skilled rabbit catcher, but she was used to eating larger prey where it fell. She's not had to carry it long distances before. A crow seems to sense her fatigue. Mordicus has watched the whole affair and swoops to the attack. His mate watches from a nearby tree as he grabs the rabbit and the crows rise in flapping pursuit. The prize is borne in triumph to the nest. The pattern of hunting and feeding, of growth and flight, will continue through the imperceptible changes of the summer season. Soon his chicks will disperse, perhaps many miles away, perhaps no further than the next wood. But Mordicus and his mate may well remain here for as long as they live.